bag to the Duke. He's putting people in positions to win.
What's good, YouTube? It's Power Over Vanity, aka POV, back at it with another video. We have the ripstick today, and we're going to show you 3 different tri-set ideas to replicate your push, pull, and dip sets with your calisthenic training. Okay, so this will be the push-up style set. I'll be activating my shoulders, my chest. You're going to get a lot of tricep and even rear delt and forearm activation with this one. This is the pretty standard set that we put everybody through when they first get a hold of the ripstick, but I'm gonna let you guys see the first 10 reps of each of the movements. You start off putting the ripstick to your chest and pulling outwards. All right, you wanna get a good firm hold. Make sure your fingers are wrapped around the ripstick properly, and then we're gonna fully extend. Feet together, hold this position for 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. After you get your 10-second hold in, I want you to go in and out 10 times. 1, 2. Try to keep your shoulders at a nice and even plane. You want to be parallel to the ground. You don't want to go too low. You want to go too high. Right now we're focused on horizontal. All right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we've done 10 horizontal, let's say, separations. Now we're gonna push-pull from our chest and outwards. All right, we're also going for another 10 reps. Try to control it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I did this set already, so I'm feeling the effects right now. But that will be the push style or the push-up style set, replicating that horizontal movement, but still hitting 3 different moves, supersetting that together and getting a nice mean set. What I would like for you to do from there would drop down, once you drop down to 8 reps with each of those exercises, and once you get 8 reps done, drop down to 6, and then drop down to 4, drop down to 2. So essentially, you should be getting a high amount of volume in a short amount of time utilizing the ripstick in our push-pull variations. So this is the dip variation. We're gonna pull apart pretty much the same way, but now we're gonna do it with our arms fully extended at the bottom, all right? If that's not comfortable for you, you can always pull here, turn down, and push out, all right? So in the same fashion, hold this set for 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here, I'm getting lat activation. I'm getting, of course, straight arm strength, so I'm still using my triceps, my forearms, of course, strengthening my wrists, and then at the same time, you're getting your lateral shoulder involved, and of course, on both sides. So that's the isometric hold. Now, I want to add some separations, right? So we're gonna go 10 times, just like we did before. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So as you can see, sometimes it's easy to kind of break that elbow, but you want to do your best to really push through your elbows outwards, so that kind of gives you that straight look and of course straight feel, because you're activating your triceps way more when you're doing it like that. Last set is of course gonna be some type of push or movement variation, which is gonna be the dip variation of this whole thing. So yes, we incorporate a lot of shoulders and arms there, but now we're gonna incorporate more of our chest. We already did a bit, but now with the dip variation, very similar to a dip. Of course, when you do dips, the bars are a lot wider. But here, what you want to do, of course, try to pull your ripstick as far as you can. Turn it down, push out, and replicate that dip formation. Really lock out at the bottom. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. A lot of triceps, good amount of chest. Make sure you replicate that same set from before, dropping down by 2 in the pyramid, or we'll call it pyramid style. So 10 reps we just completed. Now we got to go for 8 for each exercise. Then we do 6, 4, 2, and hold as long as you can on those last sets. Okay guys, we're on to the final set, and this will be the pull-up style variation for your ripstick. With the pull-up, you fully extending at the top. Now we're utilizing resistance to feel that same activation. So I want you to start off pulling at your chest, but at a more horizontal plane. You can see what I did there. I just switched it. Make sure you get your fingers wrapped around the ripstick and your thumb nicely placed under the ripstick so you get a nice grip. This one you're gonna wanna hold tight. Fully extend at the top and hold that. 10-second hold. 10, 9. You could also externally rotate. So you can see right here, I'm kind of leaning forward. I want you to externally rotate and retract that scapula. It's gonna help you feel nice and tight in this position, activating all your muscle fibers. Let's hold that. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we don't have a pull-up bar for this pull-up variation, but you can see when you're pulling apart at this angle, it creates lat activation when you pull outward. Of course, also when you keep a straight arm, it also allows that to travel downward and really activate that area right there. So generally, you're still gonna feel it forearm and arms, but you're gonna be way more you're gonna be targeting your lats and your back way more with this variation. So in the same fashion, we're gonna do our separations. Every time you do some exercises, you wanna make sure you reposition your bands. They can move and fall off. Of course, if they do snap, we give you some extra bands, and if those go as well, you can always replace them going to riprihd.com and copping a whole bunch for a really good price. All right, we're gonna go all the way up. Again, make sure you externally rotate, and then you retract that scapula, and we're gonna go off our pull-up arts. You might be able to see it 5, but that lat activation is happening. One other tip when we're utilizing this movement pattern is when you're doing it, instead of having your hands wrapped around this way, I want you to kind of try to push up and out so it creates more of a stable hold. Again, when you're doing it like this, you see how your wrists aren't in a stable position. You're gonna be leaking energy through there. And if your wrists are not strong enough, of course, you can also be something that hurts you. So yes, you can use the ripstick to strengthen your wrists as well. There are so many different things you could do, but today we're just showing you how to do these exercises correctly. Last set is gonna replicate the pull-up to its best extent without any bar. We're utilizing our bars we got here in kind of a neutral grip if you were to do pull-ups. Externally rotate, retract that scapula, go down to your chest and push up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I'm feeling it. 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Ripsticks are the truth. If you guys have it already, I hope this video does help you guys learn some new ways to utilize your ripstick. Yes, calisthenics and ripstick can go hand in hand. No gym required. I'm at the park now. I'm doing my pull push sets and I'm ending off with the ripsticks. Then I'm gonna do some pistol squats for the legs. We gotta get a device for that, that's mobile. But yeah, you can definitely, of course, being ripped doesn't just have to do with working out. Of course, watching your caloric intake and things of that nature will also help. But you can get decent cuts and good size and really good strength using the ripstick. I still haven't fully maximized the ripstick for my strength capabilities. So that's something that I challenging myself, especially this month, to really dial down and get really good at all movements, strengthening my joints. I had rotator cuff issues, right? Shoulder impingement going on. I allowed it to rest. I took out the exercises that were damaging me. And now to rebuild, bringing back that ripstick, and it's really, really helping me a lot. I feel a lot more stable in all the different planes. But yes, y'all already know it's power over vanity at all times. Get a strong back. Get a strong back. Get really strong arms. Cop the ripstick at ripbrightHD.com. Like, share, subscribe if you guys enjoyed. It's power over vanity at all times. Let's go.